leaned on the button a little hard, and when you do that, it generates a burst of photos. So it took about 18 photos in one, second of burst. Those were immediately uploaded into the cloud at Google. And a few days later, I got a strange email that said, "Oh, we've introduced a new photo into your photo stream." And it was a photo of me and my wife at this dinner table. And I didn't understand what was going on. It was a feature they called Auto Awesome. And I didn't know what was going on, so I looked at the photos, and I looked at all the photos that were in that burst, and then I looked at this new photo. And what had happened is they had taken two different photos and taken the smile from my wife's face in one photo and the smile from my face in another photo and combined them into a single photo so we were smiling at the same time. So what they had done is they had created a moment of history.
And it looked real, didn't it?
And it looked absolutely real. I mean, it's on my website in a very early blog piece on my website. You'll find it. But here's the thing: is it looks absolutely real. And the thing is if you think about the implications, no human being was involved in that process except in creating the algorithm initially. What happened was an algorithm saw, here's a burst of photos. It said, here are smiles in these photos. I can identify smiles. And then I'll digitally manipulate the photos algorithmically and put out a new photo. So what happened was an algorithm changed history. It changed what actually happened. The joke I always tell is it figured that there was a time in history where my wife and I smiled at the same time. But and now this kind of manipulation, everybody kind of knows with deep fake videos, video can be manipulated to look like, and that can begin to happen now with algorithms autonomously manipulating things. And it's just a matter of what aims they're directed at, right? That's the next problem is you start getting people aiming algorithms at manipulating people for power and profit, and then effectively you can have some really, really bad outcomes. It could be that in the very near future, 2020, that I've had a video view of something that actually happened, and you've had the same video view served to you, but in fact they look entirely different because somewhere someone's trying to influence you one way in your electoral region and me a different way in my electoral region in order to divide us, gerrymander the vote, and change who wins the election.
If somebody, Robert, wanted to pretend that there was a UFO flying around, could they now digitally do that and change it and it would look real?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, absolutely. There's no doubt that people can manipulate, that people can definitely manipulate video in very convincing ways. I'm more concerned about, personally, because it's my little mission in life, is that that can start happening autonomously by machines manipulating video in order to influence people. But yeah, the manipulation of video, first, here's the thing, I mean, if you haven't seen this online, everybody should go look up deep fake videos. You can make people look like other people in videos. You can change faces on people in video with the same audio, change their face. There's a really great one where an actor is imitating Tom Cruise on a talk show, and his face turns into Tom Cruise in real time while he's doing the imitation.
On his watch.
All realizable. Yeah. And all of this is really, really possible. How convincing is it? It varies depending on how hard the task you're trying to do is. But certainly, like getting a famous political figure to say something he never said in video is not that hard at all. It's done all the time.
Can they do it on simply audio too?
Oh yeah, because what you do is you tear apart audio. Let's say you had I'll pick an innocuous figure, Tom Cruise. Let's say you had Tom Cruise. What you do is you take lots of recordings of Tom Cruise. You tear apart the audio, so you've got little phonemes of Tom Cruise. Then you basically give it text and say, I want Tom Cruise to say this. And it stitches together the phonemes.
It finds the words.
Yeah. It can be smaller than words. It can be sounds, right? The way that he says a W after a T.
Yeah.
It's at that fine level, so it can basically really sound convincing, and with some cleverness, you can make audio that's entirely convincing, and it will take a forensic expert to be able to detect that it's not real.
Well, in the old days, let's say they would have an FBI recording of the mob saying something. Now, what if you wanted to frame somebody would you be able to develop that, take it into court and say, look, this guy said that, he was going to murder Vinny last week?
Absolutely, then you get into people who have to do forensics, and fortunately, with appropriate forensics, I think experts can detect fake, just the way they can detect fake signatures and things like that. It is possible to detect fake video and fake audio. How long will that last? How long will it last before it's really, really convincing and forensics becomes confusing? I don't know. And then one of the things I think that's going to go on in all of this is that how do you have any trust for anything is the question. And what I tell people is this, is trust people, trust human institutions. How do you tell what fake news is? Well, one of the ways you tell what fake news is look at who wrote it, understand who they are, understand the human characteristic of who they are, get to know writers, get to know institutions they work for. Institutions like the Nobel Prize for Literature and the Pulitzer Prize are long-standing human institutions, and they are real, right? They're real. And if you've got a newspaper that's received several Pulitzer Prizes, and you've got a writer there who has received the Pulitzer Prize, that writer is unlikely to be lying to you flat out. He may be expressing an opinion that's different from yours and saying something that you don't like, but he's unlikely to be practicing, pure chicanery.
Robert, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back and chat more and take phone calls with you in our final hour on Coast to Coast AM.
Find out more about tonight's guest. Log on to coasttocoastam.com.
Some of America's bravest warriors are returning home wounded. Here's one of them.
My name is Norberto Lara. While I was on a combat patrol, I rocked up the Belgrade, took my arm off at the shoulder. I was discharged from the Army and I've been working with the Water Project since 2007. You don't have to be severely wounded. A lot of guys have post-traumatic stress disorder. Being able to share your story kind of helps you wrap your mind around what did happen over there. My name is Norby, and yes, I do suffer from post-traumatic stress disorder, but I'm okay.
No suffering in silence. Contact WoundedWarriorProject.org. An important message from Medicare.
Hi, Sarah. I just spoke with Pamela. Did you know the health care law gives us new Medicare preventive benefits? Like a yearly wellness visit. Well, it's our chance to talk with our doctor about our care. That's what I would. Medicare also covers recommended cares and preventive screenings. Actually, I was the one who told Pamela.
Learn more at Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE. And tell your friends and family. Share the news. Share the health.
I don't believe it. My savings are gone.
Okay, think. Where'd you have them last?
I was home, then I spent them on that vacation in this tiny suit of armor. Now they're gone.
Weird. Weird? Not really. Not saving now means no money later. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free ideas on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org. Oh, I broke his little comment.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants, the Massachusetts Society of CPAs, and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Brad Keselowski, driver of NASCAR's number 22 Discount Tire Car. At the track, I have an entire pit crew to ensure my tires are properly maintained. But at home, I do it myself, and it only costs a penny. Here's how to check tires for proper tread. Take a penny, place in the tire tread to head first, and if you see all of Lincoln's head, it's time to replace that tire. So be tire smart. Take a few minutes every month to properly maintain your tires.
A message from the Rubber Manufacturers Association. When news breaks out, we break in. WXTK, West Yarmouth, Cape Cod, and iHeart radio station. News Radio 95. WXTK.
Here's the latest from ABC News. I'm Todd Ent. 2 rockets struck an Iranian tanker traveling through the Red Sea off the coast of Saudi Arabia Friday. And Turkey's defense ministry says a Turkish soldier's been killed during action in Syria. It's Turkey's first military fatality in the offensive, now into its 3rd day. Separately, the ministry said 49 more terrorists were neutralized in the incursion in reference to Syrian Kurdish fighters. At a Keep America Great rally in Minneapolis Thursday night, President Trump addressed progress in the fight against ISIS.
Remember, they've been fighting each other for hundreds of years.
and we were artificially put there, in this case, by President Obama.
The president also saying the Democrats' impeachment inquiry will produce a backlash at the ballot box never seen before.
If Democrats were ever to seize power, they would open the floodgates to unvetted, uncontrolled migration at levels you have never seen before. You think you have it bad now? You would never have seen anything like what they want to do.
The president also offered a string of vicious attacks on Joe Biden and his son. And President Trump's being hit with questions about two Russian-born men with ties to his personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, being arrested on finance campaign charges.
Lev Barnett and Igor Fruman were arrested as they were about to leave the country. At $1 million each and took their passports. The Soviet-born, Florida-based businessmen were charged in a campaign finance scheme that injected foreign money into U.S. politics. No comment on the arrest from